I've written a book, and this book is an eagle's perspective of my journey. However, in a very profound way, my journey is also your journey because we go through the same steps to try to understand why we're here, what is our purpose, and where are we going, and what should we actually be connected to, what's real and what's not, what's true and what's false, right? So, this book that I've written gives you a roadmap to get to the place where you have been created to be. Many of you really underestimate yourself. I feel like for some of you, you underestimate yourself more than you should. I really don't think anyone should ever underestimate themselves, actually. But I just feel like for some of you, it's extensive. It's very extensive, and it has a lot to do with what you've experienced and things that individuals have told you that you began to believe, right? But it's time to end it. It's over. Your thoughts are so powerful that they can come true. Like, literally. And it might sound too simple, too good to be true, but it is very true. Your thoughts are on automatic. Like a semi. Your thoughts are on automatic. So if you continue to think all of these things that are not going to benefit you, you're going to continue to reap the outcomes that are not beneficial. And who did that? If that happens, you have to know that it's you, because it's your thoughts. So you have to think the thoughts that you actually want to see materialize in your life. If you start thinking, oh, I'm not going to be able to do that, what if this goes wrong, what if nobody likes this, it starts with you. You do it because you want to do it, and whoever will appreciate what it is that you have to offer, that's what it's going to be. You have to begin to change your way of thinking, and that's the only way to actually exceed past those, I heard, sickly thinking patterns. Sickly. That's interesting that I heard sickly, because anytime I think about sickly, I just think about someone who has some type of sickness. But when you think about it, the thinking pattern does become a sickness. It really does, because it prevents you, it like causes these blockages within your mind. And when you think about something, it's like it's easy for us to immediately dismiss it and say, nah, it's not going to work. So I'm just not going to do it. No, don't say that. Yes, it's going to work, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to do it well, and I'm going to give it all I got. That's how you have to start talking to yourself. Do it for you, and do it for your spirit family. Do it for the Creator. You guys always say you love God so much. God helps you through so many things. So begin to give back to Him. You giving to yourself literally is giving back to the Creator, because the Creator is in you. So you giving to yourself is actually communing with your true nature, and that is the Creator. Like, you know what I'm saying? Do you catch it? You got it? You see what I'm saying? Like, you are your connection to the source, because the source energy is within you already. And that is powerful in and of itself. And that's why you will see many that choose to live for others and not themselves. You can see how lost they are. Most of the time, you can see it in someone's eyes. It's like they're there, but they're not. Like they're there, but they're not there. And it's always sad to see. Because once you get that bad, it's really, really hard for someone to pull back out of that. And your thoughts are so powerful. Very powerful, because they actually come true. especially during these times, because right now, even the extraterrestrials and interterrestrials are working along with us to raise the vibration of the earth. So imagine how much more powerful the elevation of the earth and all who are within, which is the collective. Imagine how much more powerful, and imagine how the time will be cut down when those of you practice self-love, self-care, inner reflecting. Because when you reflect, you begin to really hone in on the shadow work, that the things that are challenging. You really hone in on that. When you hone in on the shadow work, you accept things for what they are, you tackle them, you go into your darkness, and you begin to use it to your advantage. You'll begin to open the floodgates of that good cosmic flow. And it's like your physical body begins to I heard unite, but then I heard marry. It is like a marriage. When you connect, when you are content with yourself and your physical, and then you connect with spirit by connecting to the creator and the etheric realm, that is wholeness. And, excuse me, there's a peace in that space. And the peace allows the creativity to flow. It's that peace. It's that, I heard, don't worry, be happy. It's that energy, because you just start to look at the world totally different when you really understand how powerful we are as a people. And just our connection to source alone is major. That's major power in and of itself. And when you know how to use it, forget about it. Forget about it. You know, it's just anything that was a problem, forget about it. Forget about it. You know, anything that was a problem, it's like you tackle the problem, you know it was there, you understand it, and you forget about it. You don't have to completely forget about it, but I mean, let it go. Because when we hold on to the unnecessaries, that's when it becomes a big problem for us. Just think about a time where you held on to something for just, you know it was too long, but you were just angry and you just wanted to be mad. Have you ever thought about, instead of being so angry, if it was possible, I mean, it's always possible, but if you had found a route at that time when you were dwelling on something for so long, did you ever think about what you could have done in that time, instead of the dwelling on something that was already done and that already aggravated you to the core? Like, it already pissed you off and you still over there. Like, it just happened yesterday. And it's such a waste of your beautiful energy. And I know it's hard. It takes time to get over the tough stuff, I know. But if you could just continue to move during those times and not, because everyone's different. But if you change yourself to work on the challenging aspects of self, it will help you to navigate those tough times that are tough for you. Because some people, I think I said this recently, they take action when they're sad or when they're stressed. And some people just take action anyway, but they might put a little more effort into taking action to keep their mind off of the problem. Some people get depressed, they don't even want to move or do anything. And that's okay, so the individuals that get like that, you're one of the individuals that needs to really push yourself. You have to really push yourself. You have to, like, force yourself. Even if you don't want to, you're like, no, I gotta get up. I can't allow this situation to hold me back like this. I can't, because then I'm not going to grow. I'm not going to know what I am capable of if I just stop. if you just stop, everything that's inside of you that is beautiful will never exist if you just stop. But when you keep going, eventually those feelings of sorrow will dissipate, and then you'll be so engrossed into your projects that you won't think about the things that had you feeling down and out, because they won't really have any pull in your life anymore. That it's going to be like a distant memory, where when it gets like that, sometimes it's like, wow, that happened to me, because you begin to disassociate yourself from the experience that hurt you, and you start to focus all of that pain into something that is powerful, which is usually a creation of yours. So this is why your thoughts are like a semi-automatic, just like an artist. Before, sometimes, well, for me, I'm an artist, and when I draw, sometimes I don't know what I'm about to draw. I just put the pencil to the paper. And I feel like there's many artists that are like that. And then sometimes I do know what I want to draw. I'll see a gesture in my mind of someone's body position, and then I will just begin to draw what is in my mind. So I'm literally materializing my thoughts. And this is I'm just using art because I'm an artist. But for others, you can have an idea about creating some type of unique, I heard a unique form of I heard a unique form of transportation. So I'm thinking about like some type of motorbike that's different. It's not normal. It's just very different from the norm. You could have a mechanical mind, and you can think about, you know, the mechanics of something and then make it happen. And then now I just heard schematic. So some of you could be engineers. Some of you could be in architecture. But see, that's the thing. It's just, when you look, okay, say you're somewhere in a big city like New York or Chicago, and you see the skyscrapers just so high. Like, that was in somebody's mind first. That was in the mind of an architect before they actually made it real. So this is what I'm saying to you. It doesn't matter if it's on a bigger scale or a smaller scale. It still is, and you still have the ability, you still have that treasure within you to be able to materialize if you take action. All you have to do is take action. If you don't know the steps, that's when you do the research to figure out what steps do I need to take to make this happen. Once you do that, it's like the whole situation becomes golden, because all you need is a thought and a plan, and then action. It's not much when you really think about it. So allow your thoughts to materialize and activate that semi-automatic of mental that you have. Okay, you have a semi-automatic. The semi part makes me think about like the stop and go, and then the tweaking, like, oh, I could do this and I can change this, and it's like little adjustments. And then the automatic is, once you know what you want to do, you just go. Once you have the plan, you just go after that. It's like, bah, 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 bah. You just check off the boxes. So I want you guys to start looking at your thoughts in that way, because the only person stopping you is you. And in all that you do, the creator in you is always rooting for you. All right? Because the creator is in you. Okay? So you have to remember that and like hold on to it. I always tell you to hold on to a thought, because I feel like the environment can make those beautiful thoughts slip away. The thoughts that can encourage you, uplift you, push you forward, and just show you your power, which many of you need to see, Because when you don't, when you see your power, it becomes evident to you that you can do it. I think many times in life, when you get stuck in fear and you don't do anything, you automatically feel you can't. But once you actually have a plan, you lay it down, you take action, and you see the results, it gives you energy to keep going, and then you believe in yourself more, and your confidence, it just skyrockets, and you're like, I can do it. This whole time I thought I couldn't, but I can, so now I could do more. See, that's the key, is the way of your thinking. It's your way of thinking. That's all it is, you know, and just knowing how powerful your thoughts are and moving through life according to that knowledge is a game changer. Like, and you are meant to change the game. Literally. Because we are in the matrix. And it's time to crack some codes out here. Okay, my loves? So, everything you do, my nose, everything you do it with love. Always remember the creator is in you and the magic is too, because you're magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video.